Time for a new destination and a new property review. Are you interested? Let's go. It was my birthday week and I decided to take myself on a solo trip to Bandipur. And there is no other better place to stay in Bandipur than Jungle Lodges and Resorts. They take care of all your safari, stay, food, everything. So I set out on a nice morning, monsoon rainy morning actually, to Bandipur, Jungle Lodges and Resorts. Even if you're not staying in Bandipur, you can just drop into this restaurant for coffee or have your lunch, breakfast after your morning safari in Bandipur. But I stayed here and today I will be taking you through a property tour of Bandipur's Jungle Lodges and Resorts. Bandipur's JLR is pretty big. Somehow, the impression that I got out of their website or the pictures online was that it could be small, or it just shows some five scattered cottages with a mountain backdrop if you look up online. So, I was very skeptical when I initially thought of booking this place because this is the first time I'm trying Bandipur, and I was pleasantly surprised. The property is spacious, there's plenty of place to walk around, there's plenty of birds, greenery. It actually comes on the highway, the entrance to the resort itself, but trust me, you won't listen to the vehicles much once you are inside the property. And anyway, the highway gets closed in the night, right? So you will not hear even the faintest honk that you get to occasionally hear during the day. Just come in, head to the reception, and do a check-in and proceed to your room. And even the reception, it is the room is loaded with information. There is books on wildlife. The naturalists are very knowledgeable. So if you take a one night package, it includes your room or cottage, whatever you selected, along with two safaris, one in the morning and one in the afternoon or early evening. And you have your three times food covered, plus coffee, tea, snacks, everything that is served before or after your safaris. So the safari is also very neatly organized. Your naturalist, who is also the guide and driver, accompanies with you, and they're very good in spotting. They've been doing this for so long that, and they go in and out of Bandipur forest every day, so they're very good in spotting be it the birds or tracking the wildlife and animals. They have two rooms to choose from. One is the Viceroy cottages and the other is Maharaja Special Cottage. I have chosen the Maharaja Special Cottage and that's where we are going. The cottages are pretty spaced out. I could see, it's not like one balcony peeps into another or one room disturbs another, or even the other person speaking or kids playing around by not much of a disturbance. And that's my cottage. The cat is taking us to the cottage. I think that's my first wildlife sighting. Let's go and check out my cottage. The cottages are named after birds. Mine is an Indian roller. I love that bird. For splendid blue colors. Okay, coming back to our cottage. So they're all sanitized. It gets opened right when you arrive, and that's me. Hi. So the cottage is very, very huge and spacious. In fact, for a single person like me, I wish I had got a viceroy room that's a little bit smaller than this. So it comes with a study table. There's a TV. I did not have the time to switch it on at all. There's a divan and a twin bed. So comfortably, four people can stay in this room. So they give you an additional bed as well if you ask. But mind you, the charges is per person. What is listed in their website? It's not per room; it's per person. The restroom and along with the bathroom is also pretty huge. And mind you, this is a jungle, so you can expect the spiders and lizards to stay in this. It was kept as clean as possible, but jungle is a jungle. We can't complain of insects. It's their space. And it opens up to a private balcony. Um, It was surrounded with greenery. At least my cottage had good views of greenery. A sunbird also had its nest in my balcony, so it was constantly making nice chirpy sounds in the morning and evening. And it didn't mind me at all. I was just spending the time between the safaris sitting here reading my book, and the sunbirds were just giving me company. So it was a beautiful stay. So the only downside that I could say is it's a little extra for solo travelers. You have to shell out 30% extra than the per person cost. So it obviously pinches my pocket, and yeah, it's kind of unfair for solo travelers like us. I decided to take a small nap, and then I freshened up and was ready to get ready for my afternoon safari. There was one refreshing snap, and I had my bath. Let's go have lunch at their Golgurd restaurant. All of their Jungle Lodges resort restaurants are named as Golgurd, and I love their food. It's pretty wholesome lunch dinner you get along with yummy desserts. So I filled my tummy uh, well with all the food, and I got ready for my afternoon safari. So we just assembled at the gate, and they allocate you in a jeep. So mind you will not get a private jeep. You will have to share the gypsy along with other inmates of the jungle lodges and resorts. Nobody gets a private gypsies in Bandipur or any jungle resort for that matter. But also the good thing of staying in jungle lodges and resorts is you will have a gypsy allocated for you. If you are staying in resorts outside JLR, the possibility of you getting a gypsy is slim. If at all there's a space, they might try to accommodate you, or the other resorts might try to put you in a canter. Canters cannot reach all the parts of the jungle. So if you're a hardcore wildlifer, then jungle lodges and resorts is your best bet. We came across plenty of elephants, bisons, and deer. Also, wild dog I got to see, but elephants along with their calves, protective mothers. Wow! I mean, you should really experience it in the jungle. And can you see that? That's two leopards walking towards us. I have another video coming up on Bandipur Jungle Safari exclusively. I'll post better shots of this leopard there. So subscribe to the YouTube channel and look out for that. So after the safari, we would reach the resorts, and all the staff would be eagerly waiting to hear what did we sight and so on. And then they would feed us with yummy bhaji, pakodas, and give us cups of chai after chai after chai. Morning start pretty early, so by 6 you leave and be at the park entrance by around 6:30. Um, it rained heavily the previous night, so I had no hopes of having any wildlife sighting. But the drive, oh my god, just look at how beautiful it is. It was rainy, muddy, slushy roads. It had the beautiful fragrance of the forest was all over the place. The mist was settling in around. It was like a heaven. It was really like a heaven. And this also I have a better video coming up. Stay tuned. After the morning safari, I would pretty much be famished and would head straight to the restaurant. So this is the way to the restaurant through the Viceroy cottages. So these are all their rooms. The rooms also looked pretty spacious to see from outside. Probably the next time if I stay in these cottages, I will take a room tour of this. It just didn't have a private balcony. That's all the difference I could see from outside. So people were sitting in front of their doors. So that's pretty much the difference I could see. It's actually a good place for workation as well because they have wireless connectivity also, which was good. The Wi-Fi routers are also there close to the rooms, and you get a one-day voucher to use. And the Wi-Fi was pretty good. So if you are considering it for workation also, I would suggest yes because the food is good, the room is spacious, clean air. Why not? So the good thing about staying with Jungle Lodges is actually their food, be it breakfast or lunch or dinner. They would always have all sorts of variety. I stayed for 3 nights, which is 4 days, and the food was not repetitive. It was healthy. You will see proper vegetables being used. I'm just throwing a lot of food pics here for you to feel jealous now. But that's such good times. I mean, feed me well and I'm happy. Sighting or no sighting, good food and I'm happy. That brings to the end of room tour of Jungle Lodges and Resort Bandipur. Please subscribe to my channel.